So hi, this is Danielle Linder for my standards 4 and 5 video reflection from the lesson. And I just want to say I was not happy at all with this lesson, but I do feel like I did grow a lot because I used a lot of different sort of new techniques for teaching, and I did kind of break the ice with the assessment. But this was the first time that I've had this TA, and she will be my TA from here on. But my other TA is a well-seasoned teacher, and he took kind of like a co-leadership role with me. And at this teacher, this is her first time teaching, so I really need to step up, and I could feel that a lot with this video. This is like only like her second class teaching with me, and this was her first time teaching these students. And so, but that for me wasn't like this is my bad, like I needed to realize and to step up and to do the classroom management. So it was a lot of classroom management that I had to kind of cut out of this video. And so that's just what I want to say first as well. So how did I meet standards 4 and 5? Standards 4 and 5, I feel like I have a good grasp of content knowledge and how to teach these students, how to get them to where they need to be to bring up their ESL skills, and how to scaffold, and how to just sort of like review some prior content knowledge, and to build them up to where they would be ready to do like an assessment like we did. But I was trying to prep them for this level. I had given them some previous reading and was trying to give them some, talk about, feelings and this sort of thing to try and get them to that point for the assessment. But it was the first time for them, and it was the first time for me trying to give an assessment to ESL at this level. This is a pretty low level of proficiency. So, yeah, I do feel like I did meet standards 4, but in standards 5, I don't feel like I met standards 5 so much, except for, respecting the culture. I do feel like I respect the Chinese culture, and that I do let them use their native language, and I do, collaborate with the TA, and I do try to speak Chinese sometimes when I can. And so, like, I do feel like there is a respect of the culture, but I don't feel like I give, like, real-world problems, or I don't see how I do. So I do feel like I need to work on that, and I don't really know how to with this level of students and with the book that I have. So, and what I would do differently, I would do a lot of things differently. Like, first was just, like, the seating. Like, I try to change up the seating, but, like, I should have, maybe I was really nervous because I was doing something I had never done before with these students. Like, and also I had never done a board game before, like, ever in a class. Like, I knew how it worked, but I didn't, like, change their seating. I shouldn't have had the students, like, facing, like, their back towards me. Like, that's a huge no. So, and I could have, like, moved back. I shouldn't have spoken, like, in the front of the class. Since I have all the students kind of, like, grouped in a circle, I could have, like, stood, like, in the middle of the class and just, like, taught that way. Would have also helped me with classroom management. I could have, like, stayed a little bit longer, trying to do the classroom rules again with the TPR. I feel like I moved a little bit too fast with that. And so, like, just basically for me, it was a lot of classroom management, and that's not what I wanted to do at all in this class. But I kind of moved out of my comfort zone with this class, and I did an assessment, and I did this board game activity, and I was trying to, level out the board game so, like, I could get all the students engaged. And so, yeah, I did. I do feel like I did a lot of good preparation for this class, but when it came down to teaching, it was just like, out of my comfort zone. And the students also had never had a class like this before, where they have these groups, and it was very student centered because it's very different from the kind of instruction that they get at school, where it's just a lot of lecturing and the teacher and just like repeating after, like, group reciting and things like that. So they also didn't know, like, we were both had our norms and procedures were, like, totally thrown off. And so, like, but it did help me grow. Like, I know I can do, like, these board games are pretty good, and I can use it again. It's really good for ESL. Like, now I have, like, more of, like, a procedure how to do it. And as well, like, the assessment I did understand a lot more about my students after that assessment. So, it wasn't a complete fail, this class, but just looking back, I have a lot of growth still, as a teacher, and I could feel that on my way into this class. I could feel that, and leaving this class, I definitely felt it. But looking back at the video, I think, hey, it's not that bad, but it's still, I need a lot. I need to grow. I still feel like a very new teacher, not a new teacher, but I feel like a new professional teacher. I feel like I've just recently become a professional teacher, but it's still very new. I'm still very green. And so, yeah, I think you can see that a lot in this video. So thank you so much for listening.